Hi everyone, welcome to this video. In this video we're going to look at decorators. Decorators help us to add functionality to a function without having to actually modify it. For example, we have a simple function here that takes in two numbers, x and y, and then we just returns, actually this is supposed to be x plus y. So this is supposed to just return the total of these two numbers. So once you have this, so for example, if I run this, I'm using code runner. So this is going to return 7. It's going to just return the sum of these two numbers. Now, what if we wanted to actually add some functionality onto this function? So to do that, we use decorators. So what we're going to do is to create a simple decorator to maybe check if the numbers are positive or negative and be able to validate them. So I'll do is just come right here. So I'm going to create a function. So our function is going to be check. So we're going to call this check positive. And what this is going to take in is going to take in a function to decorate, which I'm going to call fun for this case. And it's going to also take in a wrapper function. So the wrapper function is going to be that function we want to decorate. So for example, I may say def wrapper. It's going to be wrapper. So this is going to actually take in the same arguments as the function we want to decorate. For example, x and y. So in this case, we want to just check if these numbers are positive or not. So what I'll say is if x is less than 0. So I'll say is to raise a value error. So I'm going to raise a value error. And this value error is going to be, so I'll use f strings, and what I'll do is to say that x is not positive. Or let's say actually x is negative, just for that. So we may say x is negative, then go ahead and do the same thing. So I'll say and if y is also a negative, then what we shall do is to do the same thing. So I raise a value error and then say y is negative. So after all these are passed, then what we may also want to do is to just simply return our function to run our function. So I'll do is to just return the function that we basically created that we want to actually decorate. So in case all these conditions are passed and we don't have any negative, what we expect is our function to be run with a given parameters or given arguments. So I'll just have to pass them right here. And what I'll do is to just simply return this wrapper. So the check positive function is going to check for all these checks and then be able to return the wrapper. So as to help us to basically carry out the logic of the wrapper function. So I'll do is basically come here and say return wrapper. So after doing this, then the next thing we're going to do is to just decorate our function. So the simplest way you can decorate our function is by saying, so I may say a is going to be equal to, let's say, so I'm going to remove this for now. So a, let's say, is going to be our wrapper function, our decorator, and then it's going to take in the function. So in this case, it's going to take in the function add. So then you can be able to call a, so I'll say print a, and then what you shall pass in is the different arguments that you want to pass in. For example, 12 and let's say 13. So once I do this, if I save, I'm going to go ahead and run this. So if I press my code runner, right now we see that we have 25. So this is how we call a decorator. So basically pass the function of the decorator and then you pass it the function that you want to actually decorate. So this is quite a tricky process. Python provides a syntactic sugar, or a way to simplify our work, by providing us with an at so basically this syntax. So this syntax helps us to basically carry out this easily. So I can say at check positive. So this syntactic sugar helps us to do this easily. So once I do this, I can simply come right here and I can print, let's say, add, and then 100 and 100. So once I do that, then I save. I'm going to run our code runner once again, and now we have 200. So in case, let's say we wanted to check if we have a negative number. So for example, what I can do here is to add the negative 100. So when I run this, we're going to see that now our value error is running, and therefore we are seeing negative. So we've learned how to carry out decorators and run them on functions. Thank you for watching, guys, and please subscribe to this channel and leave a comment for what you think about this video. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye.